by JHS programming. You might have heard a term called data science. The data science and artificial intelligence are really a big boon to this world of technologies because the world is in one big data problem. And in this session, we are going to see about what is artificial intelligence and data science. Myself, Hariprasath, I am going to guide you in this session whether this course is value or not. If you study this, will you get a good job or not? And every questions will be answered in this session. So must watch. This session is classified into two parts. First of all, I will be giving an overview of artificial intelligence. Then I will provide an overview of data science. Then finally, I will be giving how these two fields have been used in this current society. Here is an agenda for today's session. What is AI and how it is evolved from past till now? Why should we learn AI? What will be the average salary for an AI developer? And which all the companies will recruit if you learn artificial intelligence? Then finally we will be talking about what will be the tool used to develop an AI. If you know which tool is used, then we must know what is the programming language involved in that. Finally, we will be discussing about what will be the changes expected in AI in the future. Without any delay, let's move on to the session. First of all, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is nothing but a branch of science which deals with helping machines to do a complex problems in human-like fashion. Now you all got a question. Whether it is possible, machine able to think like a human? But to overcome that only, they have developed a feature called AI. AI used for machines to think and learn like a human. So nowadays you all might have a smartphone. If you are an Android user, you might have experienced or familiar with Google now. It's nothing but a human chatbot. It is the development of artificial intelligence. It is like if you speak to it, it will be replying for all your questions. Then if you are an iPhone user, you will be familiar with Siri. Then Alexa, it is developed by Amazon. And also there are many chatbots are available nowadays. Next we can see about evolution of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is evolved in four main stages: early exploration, great expansion and further advancement, and finally recent development. Early exploration. It is the beginning stage of artificial intelligence. It is taken place between 1950s to 1960s. In that, they have solved small real-world problems with toys and real-world objects, and they also developed natural language processing to solve the problems. The Great Expansion. The Great Expansion started from mid of 1960s till the early 1980s. They have provided a funding from DARPA strategic computing in US, and they developed the 5th generation computer in Japan, and finally the ESP-RIT as in Europe. The Great Expansion. The Great Expansion started from mid of 1960s till the early 1980s. They have provided a funding from DARPA strategic computing in US, and they developed the 5th generation computer in Japan, and finally the ESP-RIT as in Europe. The Great Expansion. The Great Expansion started from mid of 1960s till the early 1980s. They have provided a funding from DARPA strategic computing in US, and they developed the 5th generation computer in Japan, and finally the ESP-RIT as in Europe. Next we can see why should we learn artificial intelligence. What's the first thing comes to your mind when you think about artificial intelligence? If you are a sci-fi like me, you will be going into the cybernetic technologies, Marvin or paranoid android. But artificial intelligence already plays an active role in everyday's life, because studying AI opens a world of opportunities. And then if you are studying for artificial intelligence jobs, you will be getting a jobs like software engineer researching neural networks, and quantum artificial intelligence, and human machine interfaces. It is the field which keeps on growing and changing. The jobs you are studying for will be evolved into something which is beyond your imagination by the time you are getting to the field. Next, we are going to see about what will be the average salary for an AI developer. In India, the national average salary for an AI engineer is 8,70,000. Then it is not common in every countries, but other countries, in US it is $1,10,000, and in Canada it is $85,000, and in Germany it is nearly $84,000. Next, let's see the companies hires the AI developers. I have listed some of the companies who will hire AI engineers. The first one is IBM, JP Morgan, then Intel, Oracle, and Microsoft, and finally Fractal.ai. Then there are several other companies who will hire AI developers. And then, what all are the tools used for developing an AI software? We will use search optimization, logic and reasoning. Then we use statistical and classifier learning methods, and we use neural networks, control theory and languages. These are the tools used for developing an AI. Now we are familiar with the tools, but we don't know which are the programming languages used. I have listed some of the programming language used in developing an AI. We use Python, Java, C++, Lisp and Prolog. Even JavaScript can be used to develop AI applications. I suggest Python is an easy language, so it will be easy for you to develop an AI through Python. So finally, we come to a conclusion. What will be the changes expected in artificial intelligence? First of all, availability of the virtual assistant with users' information about day-to-day routine or what will be the goals and achievements for that user. Next, and then replacement of credit cards using face recognition, and finally the AI healthcare. AI will be adopted by healthcare in diagnostic specialties. Let's think about it. What will be the future? The AI experts has estimated as 90% chances of machine achieving human intelligence within 2075 and achieving super intelligence within 30 years. Next, we will be moving on to the overview of data science. Before going into the topic, you must know what is a data. Data is nothing but a raw fact which can be converted into a meaningful information. What is data science? Data science is a multidisciplinary approach to extracting actionable insights from the large and ever-increasing volumes and created by today's organization. Data preparations can involve cleansing, aggregating and manipulating it to ready for specific type of processing. And it also encompasses preparing data for analysis and processing, presenting the results for reveal patterns, performing advanced data analysis, and even enable stakeholders to draw informed conclusions. Next, we can see about who are data scientists. The data scientists are the one who apply mathematics, statistics, and the scientific method and use a wide range of tools and techniques for evaluating data from SQL and extract insights from data using predictive analytics and artificial intelligence. Well, if we talk about analytics, there is a topic called Google Analytics in Firebase. If you use Firebase as a backend, then you will know about Google Analytics. It will be helpful for analyzing the data and helpful for retrieving and copying the files. And they also show the results about the business problem. Next, we can see about what is data science life cycle. There are 5 stages of data science life cycle. They are capture, maintain, process, analyze and communicate. The capture as data acquisition, data entry, signal reception and data extraction. And maintain the process of maintain is data warehousing, data cleansing, data stacking, data processing and data architecture. The process or pre-process, it uses for data mining, clustering or classification of data and data modeling and data summarization. And finally the analyze as exploratory or confirmatory, predictive analysis, regression, text mining, qualitative analysis. Then communicate, data reporting, data visualization, business intelligence, decision making. These are the 5 stages and their uses. Next, we can see about data science tools. The data scientist must be able to build and run code in order to create models. The most popular programming languages which is used for statistical, machine learning and graphical capabilities are R programming and Python. The most familiar one is Python. It is user friendly and it is a modular programming language. So it will be easy for us to use Python. If you want to be a data scientist, you must know how to work with big data and Apache Spark and Apache Hadoop. And there is another data science tools called Tableau and Microsoft Power BI. Next slide is going to be the average salary of a DS engineer. In before we have learned that an AI engineer earns up to 1,10,000 US dollar. But how much did a DS engineer earns? Let's see in this slide. Entry level data scientist salary. The median starting salary for a data scientist remains high at $95,000. DS engineer for a entry level data scientist is little bit higher than the AI engineer. Level data scientist salary is up to $1,30,000. And the experienced data scientist salary, the median salary for an experienced data science professional is $1,65,000, while the median salary for experienced manager level professionals is higher at $2,50,000. Next slide will be what all are the companies recruit DS engineer. I have listed some of the companies here. The first one is Google, Apple, Twitter, Facebook, PayPal, Airbnb and Microsoft. I have given a picture showing that according to the company's size, the salary median and IQR of a employee differs. We have come to the conclusion of our video. In this video, you will be a little bit learned about what is artificial intelligence and data science. I believe that this course is very important because this course makes an active role in the current society. So artificial intelligence and data science, where all these courses has been used. I will be giving a small description about how it is correlated with each other. First of all, AI and DS, use cases of AI and DS. Data science and artificial intelligence are the technologies that correlate with each other in many ways. Machine learning is supervised version developed by a combination of data science and artificial intelligence. For proper predictive analysis, machine learning algorithms like regression and classification are used. And finally, AI is not completely represented by data science because data science only deals with predictive analysis and uses machine learning tools for it. Then if you learn any one of the field, it will be useful for you. In below image, I have given a small pictorial diagram which shows three main fields in software technologies. That is artificial intelligence, data engineering and data science. Now I think you have a small idea about data science and artificial intelligence. Data engineering is nothing but extraction, transformation and storing of data, just similar to data science, because then in the image below depicts the product that are generated due to the correlation of these three concepts. Machine learning is formed by data science and artificial intelligence. Software engineering is formed by artificial intelligence and data engineering. Thank you for patiently listening to this session. If you feel this session is useful for you, like this video and share to your friends who is willing to learn artificial intelligence. And if you have any queries about this session, leave a comment in comment section. If you want any programming tips or if you want to do any projects related to this field, you can contact us through www.confluenceinfotechsolutions.com. I will be providing this website links in description. There will be a contact form. You can give what you need and we will be contacting you soon after receiving that mail. Thank you.